So them niggas love shit they love reality drama. So who give a fuck? How two old niggas in their 60s? Listen, two old niggas in their 60s. One of them 64, the other one 71. Who go run from them and they both on parole for the rest of their life? They in a state that says you can stand your ground. They are self-identified gang members who have a history of killing people. They can't threaten nobody, homie. They can get killed like that with a self-defense case. Nobody will prosecute somebody for killing them. Who's scared of that? It's already documented that the Crips and Bloods is threatening my life. If I would have shot them, homie, and killed them, I wouldn't have got in no trouble. They done flew down here to enforce gang stuff. They telling somebody in Texas what they can't speak on about violence and mayhem and genocide in California. And they say they willing to be tried by 12 or carried by 6 and say this publicly. And they have a history of killing people. I could have easily stood up and said bang, bang, and called and say they've been threatening me. It's online. These are high-ranking gang officials. The FBI go get involved, homie. They really playing, homie. I went live on my and YouTube, homie. The FBI said, hey, man, they can't do that, man. There's a federal gang injunctions. They represent Crip and Blood across state lines with threats. Online with it. Come on, homie. They got to be some of the dumbest gang members. That's why I say them California niggas dumb, homie.
All right, wait. So let's speed it up. So based off his Cam Capone interview, Melvin Farmer, you went to LA. Well, he welcomed you to LA and showed you how the gang stuff went down.
No. When I got to LA, I was working for Diamonddale Adolescent Group Home. I met Melvin Farmer online years ago. When I met Melvin Farmer, he was part of a national initiative, a speaking engagement. A national speaking engagement, right? He was partnered with Fred Hampton Jr., John Gotti Jr., King Tone, the Latin King out of New York, and Melvin Farmer, and I think it was one other person. They was on a national speaking engagement. That's how I met him. That's how he got my attention. I was in Washington, D.C. when somebody showed me that. Me and him communicated online. When I moved to California, I had never met him before. I moved to work at Diamonddale Adolescent Group Home Facility. I landed my dream job in California. Fuck I went to California for. Nigga, I landed my dream job there, man, working with youth. So I'm gonna fuck with him because he in Cali. He in St. Andrews Park. He already know my backstory. He already know I got down with rolling 60s in a juvenile facility. So I go to the park not to learn games. Fuck, I'm gonna be 40-something years old, my nigga, to learn games. To go to Cali. Who does that? Man, these niggas sell some shit. Come on, homie. Nigga, I got children that I've been in their life since they was born. I'm on the PTA. What nigga who on the PTA go move to California to be in a place where he can be killed every day? Nah, homie. So on my days off, the people that I lived with had no ties to gangs, no affiliation gang, went to church every Sunday, go to work every day, work for the county, work for the city, retired people. Man, listen, they told me everywhere not to go. Me being who I am, I went everywhere they said don't go. So I ain't just go over there with Melvin. One of the ladies that I worked with was an East Coast Crip. She was an original Cripolette. So she would pick me up. I spent more time with Miss Alicia from East Coast Crip. She's in her 60s. Her and I worked at Diamonddale Adolescent Home together. She took me in and trained me on the job. She saw that she didn't even want me over there with Melvin and them. So she would pick me up in her little old Bug car. Me and her granddaughter, she would show me around California, homie. I would put gas in the car. We would go eat. We would go down to the Santee. My other partner, when he got off work, we would go to the Rhodium and look for things to buy and resell. On my days off, maybe one day I'll go over there and fuck with Melvin. Melvin had no car. He had nowhere to live and he didn't have no money. What me and him go do together? And I'm a money getting nigga, homie. He even say in an interview, yeah, he put money, every nigga fucking with me go get some money, my nigga. I'm a money getting nigga. So what I'm gonna do with a nigga in the park every goddamn day? So I met King Baba Louie. So this is what I learned about the California OG niggas. Everybody who he named that I met, all them niggas talk about each other behind each other backs. All them niggas cutthroat and backbiting. All that crippin' talk, man, every nigga I met talk about this one talk about this one, don't get with this one, don't get with that, and don't none of them have nothing, homie. So I'm saying, boy, this is a hell of a thing to teach. Yeah, nigga, all these niggas is broke, busted, and disgusted in the end. All them niggas is broke, busted, and disgusted in the end. They ain't got a goddamn thing. And the world need to know. They ain't cool. Nigga, during them summer months, them niggas' phones get low. They got to share the plug in the light pole to keep the phone charged because they want to play the radio too. And they playing domino like they in the sale yard. The little niggas come up there. Homie, them niggas say, the world need to know those are a bunch of losers. So that's why they don't want nobody to know that Monster Cody died in a tent getting high off drugs. Boy, they don't want nobody to know that. That's why they say you can't speak on that legacy because all of them got a shameful legacy. They don't walk as honorable men. They're not proud fathers. No. They're not day one daddies like Mr. Charleston White. So they got to get on these young people platforms and talk about what used to be because they used to be niggas. Has-been motherfuckers. And a lot of them never was some bitches. Never was shit. Some bitches never was shit. But a gangbanger.
So you were in LA and you learned about the gang culture. Was it similar to Fort Worth gang culture?
No. See, one thing about these niggas out here, they can kill somebody when they 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, come home in they 40s and go drive a forklift. Go get in an 18-wheeler and go drive trucks. Them niggas get out and got to go back standing somewhere in the park with them little bitty, with them funny standing legs. You know how them California niggas stand with their feet all sluted with the little bitty legs and the big chest. You hear me? That's why they ain't got no big boxers that come out of California. Them niggas legs weak. They just work on their chest and their arm. They don't get on the bicycle. They ain't got no big thick legs like them country boys. So yeah, them niggas, that's why I don't know strong boxers come out of California. But now, nigga, I seen them niggas still drink Old English. Who in their right mind still drink malt liquor? Them niggas still drinking malt liquor, homie, in 2021. Think about that. Them niggas still drinking malt liquor in 2021. Say, homie, they schools look like prisons. They children's schools look like prisons. Every store go in, homie, got a cage and bars behind it. Them niggas can't even go, them niggas can't jog 7 miles north. They can't jog 4 miles east. They better not walk goddamn that way. Cause the enemy lines. Them niggas is oppressed. Who in their right mind would live in such an oppressive state? Who? But a fucking fool. Who would raise children in those conditions? Who, my nigga? Who can look at their kids and say, baby, I love you, and let them go walk outside and go to school in that world? So I said, nah, homie, I love this job, nigga, and I had tears in my eyes to leave California. But nigga, I said, nah, this ain't no place for me to bring my children. We thriving in the world down south, homie. This is a felony-friendly environment that we live in, not California. Very little opportunities, alternatives, and resources for the black people who remain in the inner cities of Los Angeles, California.
Now you moved back to Texas, and
I had a bankroll. I had a bankroll. I can't. Matter of fact, that Christmas, I laid back on Facebook Live and counted like $11,000. So I got to play Santa Claus. That was the first Christmas in 4-5 years I wasn't trying to get on social media and shame black people for celebrating Christmas. I was broke when the hoverboards came out. And I used to, you know, I saw kids opening up the hoverboards on Christmas, riding around on them motherfuckers. And I used to say, and then when, stupid motherfuckers that went out and spent all that goddamn money on them hoverboards, and the kids can't read no books. Well, I was broke at the time, y'all, and I want to apologize to everybody I made feel bad about hoverboard. I couldn't afford my kids none, so I was trying to shame everybody. And so then when they started blowing up in the sockets, having fire problems, I was